My name's Floral, and this is it. This is the post episode for not only God of War Ragnarok, but for all the God of War games. I have now streamed all of the mainline God of Wars, not including Valhalla, not including the spin-offs. It's been fun. It's been fun going through these. I think that I don't know why I started doing them. I'm trying to remember why I started playing through the God of War games. I think, maybe Ragnarok was announced, and I've always wanted to play them, and that was in the time where I was just playing games that mildly interested me, instead of, games that I really wanted to stream. And nowadays, I probably would not have done God of War as a full series, but here we are. It's one of the things that I've done on my channel complete now, alongside Metroid. Metroid being the first thing I actually streamed, so that has some significance there, at the very least. Trying to think what else I've done on the channel. But yeah, Persona as well. Have now done Persona 5. We'll not be playing the other Persona games, because that's mental. It's fucking crazy, you can't do that. That's too much time. So yeah, I thought this episode would be a nice, just chill, going through post-game stuff, doing a couple of rankings, and kind of just talking about each of the games and my experience of them, I think. Right, let's get started, shall we? We're going to start with the game, and do a couple of things before doing a few tier lists, I think. But there's no real plan here when it comes to what I'm doing. I'm just doing what's left in the game. So the first thing I've done is I put myself here, back at Sindri's house. Can I even go into Sindri's house right now? Fuck off. Don't call me a lumbering oaf. You're a lumbering oaf. No, it feels quiet in here. You shouldn't be in here, Lunda.
Ragnarok armor's on the house. We'll call it a commemorative piece.
Folkvanger Wetso. No, you don't need that. So, to kind of explain, what's this? Turns Mimir's discomfort into a Bifrost blast against nearby enemies. Upgrades increase the strength of this effect. Hold your push at 9. Well, Brock and Sindri are dead. So, well, not both of them, but just Brock is dead. I don't know how he got that, but okay. I don't know what this is I've got, but I've got it now. Very good.
Hell of a job you did at Ragnarok, General. Wish
Thank
I
you.
could have been there to see you and Sindri take down Thor and
As I have already mentioned, chat, I will not be saying anything negative about God of Ragnarok today. We're just going to enjoy the game.
Important thing is, Odin's paid.
I've already given out talked about my misgivings yesterday. I don't need to do more of that today, I don't think.
It ain't nothing.
Right. This chest, chat. I don't think there's anything in here. But I can just open it, I guess. Oh, what's this? We still have that weird shelf full of all these other games that I don't know if we analysed all of them and what they were. Could be a fun thing to do now, maybe. Sindri's house, other game references. So, okay, so I guess I can zoom in to go through these. So if we just go through the order of them, this top left one, according to the thing I'm reading right now, is Horizon. I can kind of see the symbol there. It looks like the Triforce to me, but, maybe they were inspired by Zelda. The next one is MLB The Show? I don't know what that is. MLB The Show. Ah, right, because it's some manner of a baseball game. I guess it kind of looks like a baseball. This is obvious. This is actually a Clank. We got this one here. This Bloodborne? Wait. That looks like a Callion rune. Yeah, it's Bloodborne. Okay, Bloodborne is in this game, chat. This one is Apparently, we're missing what? We're missing a couple here. Are these games I have? Oh my god, these are. I don't have baseball game. Do I? I don't have Ratchet and Clank. Do I have that on my PC? Maybe I do. I don't know. That's Bloodborne. Uncharted is meant to be here. I definitely have Uncharted on my PS5, so I don't know why it's not on there. That's Ghost of Tsushima. Now that I look at it, that's the ghost kind of mask you wear. This one is The Order 1886, a game that I have no intention of playing, but it's apparently not very good. This one is Concrete Genie? No, that's not Concrete Genie. That's Death Stranding there. That's Dreams. Oh yeah, I can see the Dreams now. Two others would be here. This would be Days Gone. This would be Astrobot Rescue Mission, which would probably be Astrobot now, just Astrobot regular. And this one is very obviously Journey. I'm surprised there's no Shadow of the Colossus reference here, or Ico. We don't like Ico over here now. What about Spider-Man? Spider-Man is a PlayStation exclusive game, but it was until it went to PC. So yeah, we're gonna go to talk to the squirrel, so we can get access to Niflheim and Asgard, because I want to get the plants that I'm missing.
Go.
Hello,
Ratatoskr.
Hello, Master Kratos. What you've accomplished for these realms is truly something I never thought possible. Rest assured, good Master Brock would be proud beyond measure, even if only to express.
Going to keep puncturing that wound, are we, game?
But he is terribly missed.
Yes.
Now there is one rather interesting development to apprise you of. The detonation of Asgard shook the world tree to its very roots, dislodging a great number of realm seeds. I thought you might wish to have them. My little way of saying thank you for preventing my death by immolation.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
What else is there?
Seems we met another of your detachable emotional apparitions. Bit too twitchy to tell us his name, though.
Ah, you must mean anxiety. Oh no. Why are you talking about me? What did I do?
Yeah, they're all voiced by Posed, I think.
What? Oh dear, oh dear. There was no such talk. Shame on you, Bitter. Are you sure? Yes, anxious. No opprobrium to be found in this discourse.
No opprobrium? That's a hell of a fucking word.
With our adventuring friends
Opprobrium. A harsh criticism or censure. I guess the entirety of my credits during last episode was an opprobrium.
I suppose I needn't take up more of your time.
The main reason why I thought I was a bit too harsh yesterday is that I don't think this game is undeserving of love. I think that this game should be supported. Santa Monica Studios are an absolutely incredible dev team who have only churned out good pop stuff so far as I know anyway. And I want them to keep succeeding, and I want them to also grow as a studio as well. Story-wise, this game has issues, but I would also argue that there's good stuff in here too. So I want to see what else they can do. I want to see what other mythologies they can handle. Like, the actual world here is fantastic. Can I go back to Asgard? How am I going to get an Asgard plant then? Jotunheim. Svartalheim. Vanaheim. What? Oh, these are new places I can access. Oh. Okay, well, I guess we'll go here then and go check out Freya's house. We'll have a little stumble around of her, why not? So yeah, Atreus is not with us right now because he's gone off on his adventure with Angerboda. So we've got Freya instead. But I don't mind. I don't mind having Freya around for this.
Charlie?
Yes.
He's not going to be very happy with me.
No.
You need to apologize to him, Freya. He's a big turtle and he's got a big heart which can be broken very easily. Go on.
Charlie. I'm sorry, I have no excuse for neglecting you. I will do my best to earn it.
Yay! Forgiving turtle. That makes me happy.
Freya, look.
That's the plant we needed. So I want to get all the plants this episode as well. And do a bunch of things just to round things off.
Merkweed.
Right, that's 5 out of 9. So we need a couple more to complete all the flowers. Can I go in the house? Oh, I can. I appreciate the fact you can go here, even though there's not really a whole lot we can do.
No, but I can't stay. There's still things I must do.
Oh yeah, this place is really
Because I should look for
screwed
someone who
over.
can watch over him permanently.
What about me? Or not me, I got other important things to do, unfortunately. Well, that was a fun side endeavour. Is there anything else we can actually do here, or is that it? I think that's it. Okay, let's go.
Goodbye, Charlie.
I like seeing the turtle for a little bit. That was fun. We got something in Vanaheim we can go to now too. Over here. No, that was the glowy one before that I didn't. What? I can just teleport to the abandoned village. I had a thing over here, chat, that I couldn't. I had to run all the way back through the area to access it. I could just teleported. I could have after finish the game. Oh.
To Vanaheim, then.
Sounded like Lady Sif managed to convince the old boar to shelter the Aesir refugees.
It was
Oh,
his
is this where
idea
they're hanging out?
to foster peace among the Vanir and Aesir.
That's brilliant. Shifty bastard must be trying to prove he can.
I'm enjoying
outdiplomat
the
me.
little
At
epilogue
least
stuff
he's
we're
not
getting here
convincing
right
her
now.
to marry someone like some other diplomats would.
A deservedly low blow, Your Majesty.
Anytime.
Oh yeah, no, I can just teleport here, I guess. Is there anything I can do here? Or I can just teleport over to this location now. The last remnants of Asgard. Oh, they are quite literally all over the place, huh? Let's go over there, I guess, then. We have to get all the way through this area again, but it's not the first time I've made this trip, I'll say that. I don't know if I'm going to do everything here, but I want to mainly go to Niflheim and Jotunheim because those are the two areas that we haven't really explored that much. I need to work out also how I'm going to get the Asgard flower, considering Asgard is fucked right now. We're sorry, flower. You were unable to prevent Ragnarok, and thus you're unable to complete this side quest. No. Don't do that, game. I'll be unhappy. Spaghetti. Think we need to go through here. I don't know how to get back. Yeah, it's through this temple. At least I think it is. This is what happens when you make your areas
I've
really
heard my
linear.
share of stories about your home
Yeah,
land.
yeah, law. I'm finally getting law right now.
Also heard that you once fought in a tournament.
I fought in many contests.
But this particular one, I heard you did battle with beasts, scoundrels, princesses, the undead, automatons, and history's greatest musician. That's not true, is it?
I would not speak of this.
Fair enough, brother.
This is a reference to something I have no idea what we're talking about. Maybe one of the spin-off games? Like where you go through a coliseum. We will go for the tier list things, chat, but it'll be across this episode, I think, is the plan. Like I said, we're not going to do everything in this episode. We're going to do some things I'm looking forward to, and that's mainly it. Oh, buddy, you weren't ready for the spear impaled in your back, were you? Yeah, this is the way back. I remember this cave. It's difficult to navigate this part of Anaheim. Assuming that the Asgard stuff doesn't take too long to do, I'm fine with doing all this episode. But we'll see. We'll see what this is, and if we want to do it or not. But, yeah. I thought it'd be nice just to chill out, relax, have this kind of post-game episode where we can just take a deep breath, allow the game to have a more natural conclusion than just, here's the end, hope you all enjoyed the playthrough. I kind of hate doing that, to be honest. I always hate finale episodes, especially like after the credits, where it's like, oh, that was a good portion of my life this year. It's like with Persona 5, I want to do multiple post-game episodes because of the amount of time we're going to put into that. Like going through my journey, why everything we did. Because it's such a time investment, there's so much time being put into that series that I feel like it's just feels kind of shallow just ending it on that note of an ending like that. Like I'm terrible when it comes to finales, because on the one hand I like doing them. I want to finish a game on stream, but I also want it to feel like the journey was worth it to a certain extent. And I play so many things, I record so many things on YouTube, like Final Fantasy XIV. The thing about Final Fantasy XIV is, though, is that that game doesn't really have an ending. This kind of goes on and on and on. Yeah, we'll come back around eventually, I think. Yeah, it kind of goes on and on and on, so I don't really feel too bad about leaving that game on a break, because I know I'm going to be coming back to it in the future. But with like the God of War games, I've been playing these since 2022. Admittedly, like big breaks in between, but I have been going through all these games, and I wanted to kind of give it its much due, because I have issues with small things in this game. I think I've talked about that enough, and issues with other parts of the games as well. Hold on.
How did he not?
Also, I didn't hear that at all, Gibbs. I was at a train station waiting to be picked up. By the train? Or was like someone waiting for you at the train station? How are we going? Have the Atreus died yet? We have actually finished the game, Gibbs. We are in the post-game now, just doing our kind of epilogue episode.
Whatever form they like.
Sure. So long as the only two
Remember
shapes
family.
we like to
Oh.
shift into are human and boar.
You missed it. You didn't miss... hold on, I wasn't going to be mean. Yeah, you did. How did you find the ending? My review for it will be coming out soon. But to summarize it, I mean, again, I don't want to criticize God Ragnarok too much, but just for the sake of explaining this to Gibbs, I thought it was a little bit underwhelming, and I'll leave it there. I wouldn't say you missed anything too crazy through not watching that finale, which is sad, but again, this is water under the bridge, really. I think the rest of the game is fine enough where that kind of lackluster ending is enough. Brock's death was upsetting. It was. And I think I enjoyed that scene. I enjoyed the character death. I was like, good job, Gabe. You did it. You killed a character and it feels bad. Hi, everyone. How's it going?
Looks like debris from Asgard didn't
Oh, you're level 8. Okay.
Agreed. Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost.
Am I? Oh, yeah, I am. Oh, no, not this stupid fucking thing. This is probably my least favorite creature in the game. No! Fuck, everything's gone to shit. There's 2 of them! There's fucking 2 of them! Oh, get out of here. Go back to the KFC. I can hear chat going off. I need to find out what's going on. Oh, yes! I love breaking frames like that. Fuck yeah. No, you're gonna summon! Oh. Good ending. Good ending to that fight.
The Einherjar will continue to be a nuisance for the realms.
Did Tyr stop being a bitch, or was he under Odin's thumb like I thought? Gibbs. He was Odin. Odin was pretending to be Tyr the entire time, and he tricked us and he killed Brock. That was the craziest thing in the entire game, and I kind of loved it. Also, welcome in, Maelstrom. I wasn't saying you were the one who needed to leave. Oh, that's how we upgrade attachments. Okay, well. I don't really need that game. You know, since we're here, we could rank Svartalheim. So chat, I've got a bunch of rankings. I'm going to rank the games. I'm going to rank all the Norse gods with the Greek ones, as I did last time in God of War 3. And I'm also going to rank all the realms. But the first thing I hear is fuck off back to KFC, and I do like KFC. I'm getting a delicious Chinese meal today, though. So am I, actually. A succulent Chinese meal. I mean, me telling you to fuck off and go back to KFC doesn't sound like an entirely bad thing, to be fair, Maelstrom. Go back to KFC and enjoy a delicious meal. Being aggressively nice to someone is a fun thing to do. This is democracy manifest. Exactly. How do we avoid the penis? I see you learned your judo, sir. What a legend. Rest in peace. An absolute legend.
Now, Kratos, Freya, welcome back.
Hi?
Mimir.
Lady Sif. Freya. It speaks volumes seeing you here in person. The first of the Aesir to visit us in peace.
Really, Your Majesty?
It's the capacity of the Vanir's forgiveness that's...
Also, yeah, Mimir's Aesir, isn't he?
No, Asgard was more than Odin and his Einherjar. They'll help us rebuild. They're more than welcome to stay.
Aesir and Vanir living together. I never thought it possible.
I imagine a severe lack of options for the Aesir helped ease things along.
Oh, Mimir. You're not listening to your prattling commentary for the last 100 winters.
Well, excuse me, milady.
100 winters
Holy
of
shit!
Mimir
Mimir just did the Zelda anime
I
line.
think I'd rather be
Excuse me, princess. Chat, if that isn't in the Zelda movie, I'm going to not watch it.
Well, everything appears to be in order here.
Nah, I'll be
Diplomacy
watching
and
the Zelda
wisdom
movie.
as Well, let's leave these two to their planning, shall we?
You know, I was speaking to someone about the Zelda movie recently, and I'm not necessarily worried about it as much as I was, because I think a Zelda movie is a thing that will be very difficult to fuck up if they just don't use the source material. Or if they use the source material, because there's so much story you can take from, and it doesn't even need to be that complicated. Like, you can make the story Link gets the Master Sword to get to defeat Ganon. That could literally be the entire thing, and I wouldn't even mind that. Are we going to be getting a lot of Zelda music, or is it going to be generic music? I don't think Nintendo would allow that, though. I trust Nintendo to at least create a film that is not going to be bad. Considering that the animated movie is fine, I think that this will also be fine. But you know what we should talk about? We should talk about the God of War TV show that is apparently in the works. Because that is something that I don't want to exist ever. This is the sort of thing that doesn't need to, because it's already story-driven narrative stuff. Like you're implying that God of War as a video game is inferior to it being a movie, which it is not, like, at all in the slightest. There's an incredible precedent for Hollywood not using the source material, at least for so far. Well, the difference here is that they're working with Nintendo. Oh wait, I forgot to do something, chat. Put me on easy mode. Thank you very much. I can't believe Flower's playing on easy mode. I could give 2 ring tosses.
On the left.
Incoming! Back here! Enemy behind you!
Ow, you punched me right in the face.
It's regenerating.
You got all your health back! That's not fun, game. It's not regeneration for me if he gets all his health back. That's called instant fucking healing. Sorry, I'm meant to be nice to God of War Ragnarök today. No! Son of a bitch! Where can I get that full heal? Why call out of his bullshit if it does?
Can't they sense Odin is
No, I gotta be nice.
They will always be loyal to him, alive or dead.
To be fair, if the people who would be pissed off by my credits review last night, they probably wouldn't go to the Epilogue episode anyway, so it doesn't matter. I never get the CDI comes up from working with Nintendo, so there's the Bob Hoskins film. Right, but that was... I think even Nintendo mentioned that they weren't happy with how that turned out. If they had Brian Taylor do the music for it, for Mario, I think it is possible. Didn't they... didn't the composer for the Mario movie, fight to keep in as much music as he could? Because they kept... Illumination could not help themselves but put in a bunch of pop music? Why is that a problem? Why is that something that they have to deal with? Illumination, you don't need to put pop music into this Mario movie. It's just stupid. Whenever people try and defend Illumination, I just point to stuff like that, where it's like they are making their work more difficult for themselves. The licensed music doesn't add anything, and if you come up with the reason that, oh, but Flower... it's to, make the kids think the movie is cool or something like that. No, it's not. No. It's just dumb. It's just silly, and I don't like it. How will I know that I'm enjoying a scene unless some crazy recognizable song is playing? By enjoying the scene and having the music do its work. But yeah, the God of War thing, I don't think that's going to be good. I don't know until I've seen it, but considering the track record when it comes to live adaptations to things where the creator says they have not played the game, I'm kind of the mind that it will probably not be good, because the creator believes that they don't need to consume the base story or respect it for what it is to create something that would be similar to it. And that's a mindset I hate. That you're an artist, and art is inherently based around not necessarily copying, but inspiration. You can't just sit there and be like, I don't need to watch this, play this game to understand the source material. I know better than anyone else how this would work. It comes off as incredibly arrogant, and I don't like that mindset.
Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost.
Oh my god! Holy shit! How much of my health right now is Bifrost?
Take it off, man. You've got this.
I've got my entire health bar as Bifrost right now, Mamiya.
Is this all you've got?
I'm angry! Oh, look at the health! Chat! I got a Berserker Stone, we're fine. This is me on easy mode, by the way, chat.
Right side, brother.
Boy, I sure do love boss fights to just teleport away. Something I can fucking do about it. Every single like hard boss in this game can teleport, chat. I just want to point out. Fucking hell, I can't turn the camera to the enemy game. Maybe then I would fucking see their awful attack. Oh my god, I need to fucking do this. You have not seen the worst one of these, chat. You have not seen the worst one. That was a 3-person fight, and you couldn't see half the enemies when you were trying to fight one of them.
Only the king remains.
Aye, and if you thought his berserkers were tough, well, I've been thinking about what you said, brother. Maybe it's time to let this go. Slurping up a dead man's soul with this old sword isn't going to change the past.
It is good to hear you say that.
Also,
But I plan to face him regardless.
What? After all your lecturing on vengeance and spite?
It is not wise to let a malevolent spirit wander Midgard.
I agree with
I
Kratos.
need to know you wanted this for the right reasons.
Huh. Appreciate the sentiment, brother.
I don't know. I'm optimistic about the Zelda movie because
Someone's crying.
Sinmara.
I'd like to think that they can.
Surtur's love.
Oh,
Should we try to tell her what happened?
She knows.
hello? Is she here? I don't want to go through this entire area to find her. Oh, I can't. Never mind. That answers my question. Thank you, video game. I didn't want to do that, and the game do. It was like, we got your back, flower. Like, thank you, God of War Ragnarok. I appreciate you. This is a very pretty area. I'm kind of sad it isn't green like how it is in God of War 2018. Maybe that was a complaint that it wasn't meant to look bad. I don't think it'll be bad. It seemed to be going in the right direction, but also let's not kid ourselves that Hollywood have anything but money in mind when making video game films. Happily make a complete shit if it means more profit. Well, I think it's more so that they just don't care about finding the right people to work on it. Like, the guy who's working on it is responsible for movies like Morbius, and I don't like that as a credit. but like he's helped with other things, I guess. We'll see what they do. Maybe it will be fine, chat. Maybe it will be fine. Anyway, we're gonna go to Ironwood. I can already hear Gibbs fleeing.
Twisting right now.
Odin is gone. There's no remaining threat.
No, it's from excitement. Hardly any non-giants have gotten the great privilege of visiting the realm of the Jotnar.
It's truly an honor to be among a very select few.
I guess it is kind of special, huh? We're just teleporting here now. Remember how 2018 was all about going here, and now we just can just teleport?
So
Let's get on a train.
Is Jotunheim.
As beautiful as the stories.
I made a joke to Maelstrom last night, and honestly it annoys me. The Ironwood segment is literally longer than the finale of this game. I timed it. My ending, Ironwood took about 2 hours. The Asgard invasion took about an hour. That's crazy to me. The divestment. The time that they took away from what is basically the ending to this segment, which could have been shortened by about 90%. So you can see it now. Link in the CDI palace turns the princess and says it's Morbin time, and they all laugh. The cinema throws popcorn, goes wild.
Company's here, Fen.
Oh. Okay, this is the best visit to. Oh, there's puppies here too.
Freya, it's good to see you.
I wish to thank you for creating a path out of Asgard.
No. We don't need to kill her, Gibbs. She's fine.
Pleasure to meet the lassie who saved our skins.
Indeed. Your giant stuff magic is truly a
Did I
marvel.
talk about in the
We were so
ending
glad
how
we got
Fenrir's
there.
power kind of doesn't,
Freya. your
kind of
brother
could have been used in the
sacrificed
Asgard
everything for us.
invasion? What if we had used Fenrir to create a giant rift and we could just walk right into Odin's house and kill him?
Oh, like you weren't thinking it, brother.
Might be like, but Flower, they can't do that because Odin is
I hope we cross paths.
because
again.
Odin has like powers. He literally teleported us out of there by going in the thing. So I don't think that's a good reason. I want to pet the boy. Best video game ever created.
Boy.
This is the best game. They got puppies. Why are they fenced in? You know they can just climb over the fences, right? Angerboda, they're wolves.
Kratos?
You can't.
Farewell, Angerboda.
Oh, that was. I know I shouldn't say that, but that was satisfying.
You painted these shrines.
Some of them. Some I finished for my mother.
We have to add an animation to pet the dog or be
Your
crucified
skill with a
online. Yeah.
brush is unmatched, Angerboda.
My son. He draws.
He told me.
Although he'd do well to learn from your use of color.
We come from a long line of artisans, so he has it in him. He just needs some discipline to bring it out.
I like you.
Oh, he got the Kratos. What's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Honor. Oh, these are cool.
Angerboda, you are the last giant left in Jotunheim.
No, actually. My grandmother, Gryla. She's, not really one for visitors, but she's still here. She's helping me forage at the moment.
After all you've done, lass, she must be so proud to have a granddaughter such as yourself.
She might be.
Forgiveness is a hard thing.
I don't know quite yet.
I like the fact that Sindri didn't forgive Kratos or Atreus straight away. I think that's a nice touch to their storyline. The thing is about Ironwood is I don't think the whole thing is bad. I'm not going to sit here and shit on the whole area. I think it's gorgeous looking. Like the iron, like deposit-esque trees. The beautiful kind of swamps. The scenery here is lovely. And I like the prophecy drawings. I like the giant fennec fox over here. That's very adorable. The statues. Angrboda as a character, I think, is unfortunately just paced really poorly, and it damages her. I think she could have been far more interesting if they gave her more of a role than just being kind of there. Like, she does things, but her presence doesn't feel that crucial to what's going on. Not a whole lot does, to be fair, in this game, which is one of the issues I have with it, I think. Oh, well, that was a nice visit. I like that you can do this, though. Rainbow Void might be nice to look at, but if we do laps on it for 2 hours, I'm going to get sick of it. Where into Mario Kart World Maelstrom, where Rainbow Road is, like, in the skyline. I'm curious to see how Rainbow Road is going to connect the other courses, because, like, it's in the sky. Where is that area in relation to all the others? Oh, they could have put a portal up here as a... Oh, that's cheeky. They put a portal here? Not... Okay, no. It's not, it's fine. Reel it in, Flower. It's okay. I'm not disappointed. You are. Why can we come here? I guess if we want to go back to the forge. Oh, they put that there. Okay, there's one there. Okay, there's actually 3 here we need to do. Okay, I mean, I'm not gonna go hit it from here, so... I guess we'll do the whole round trip. Or we'll go back to the dwarf area, we'll go around there and go to the portal, I think. But yeah, no streams next week, chat. I don't think I've mentioned that at all, but I'm going to be taking a break before doing Persona 5. That'll also give me a chance to get some after-year recordings in. Not because I don't want to stream next week, because I can, but it'll be nice just to have a break before going into the gauntlet that is going to be Golden Week.
You know, back in Jotunheim, I had half a mind to ask Angrboda what exactly her intentions were with the lad. One look at her and any doubts I had...
How is After Years going? It's not terribly impressive. I mean, that was going to be expected, to be honest. It uses a whole lot of stuff from Final Fantasy IV, and the narrative is interesting. I want to know what happens with the characters. I like the fact that there's been an actual time jump and the characters have changed with time, but they've just reused stuff so far, and I don't like that. I don't think that... I hope, anyway, that we get a lot more original things as the game goes on,
Mimir,
but it just feels like a waste of time so far.
Hildisvini told me about your visit to secure Hell's army, but was reluctant to elaborate when it came to negotiating with
My prevailing
Hastbrother.
thought coming to the end of it was who is this for? People who wanted to see the story continue, but in like a very, like, milquetoast way, I guess.
Mimir, what exactly did you promise the large bird?
Oh, nothing too horrifying.
Oh, just the souls of all the Midgardians who are in Asgard, brother.
Retire? Hell's Eagle wants to retire?
Indeed. And don't ask me what she expects to do with her free time. I assure you there is no reassuring answer.
Can she even do that? Not be...
Get out of here, bot. Back off.
Apparently so. She just requires relief. Someone else to step in and become hell, as it were.
Not exactly an office many would wish to occupy.
Aye.
So I got a correction I need to make last time about Mimir. I said at the end that I feel like it would be interesting to restore his body. I forgot that Mimir is not alive. He has been brought back through veneer magic.
I'm sorry I asked.
So even if they brought back his body, he would still... He's only reanimated. His head is reanimated. So they'd have to do some manner of necromancy to bring it back, which I wouldn't mind doing, but yeah, we can't bring his body back. Hey, I have a tree! Oh my god! Fucking hell! Tree for you! Discombobulation! Not really, Mimir. Oh! Chat! Oh! I don't know if you saw that, but that was amazing! All the spears were impaled where that Einholger landed. And it just, I set them off and they died.
Valhalla exists both inside and outside.
I like the idea of a Final Fantasy IV fan saying, man, I wish the story would continue, but it's like a really bland, reused asset kind of way. I want them to put his head in a 10-foot golem or something like he's wearing a power suit. Yeah, I'd like that too. Chat, After Years reminds me of Final Fantasy X-2, but I don't think it would get nearly as bad as X-2. Because I know it's a mean thing to say. I don't understand how people can play, how people can defend X-2. Like, genuinely, I don't understand. It is a copy-paste, reused version of Final Fantasy X that adds little substance to the story, generally has aggravating characters in it that add nothing to the narrative, and the overall package is them just creating a fan-fiction way of bringing back a character for no actual bearing on the overall plot that overall is very simplistic and boring. Don't understand the resurgence of FF10-2 defenders. Not only that, but some of the level design is fucking atrocious. Like, I'm not redoing the same areas over and over again. I could give less of a toss.
Freyr's sword. I'm glad.
I like the stress sphere system. If only it was a good game. Yeah, exactly.
Not quite.
And it was well developed. It has like some cool stuff, but it's mostly just kind of there.
Freyr had it forged in his younger days.
Also, the fact that some of the dress spheres are locked behind things that you can miss, and getting 100% is an absolute pain in the ass.
Or upon meeting the love of his
It's just, I think there's rosy tinted glasses towards that game. I don't know why though, because I don't think 10's that great either. Which is an opinion I can understand. I can see people understand it, like liking 10 a lot, but I'm not a big defender of 10, and I think 10-2 only further solidified that. I was having a discussion with someone about the bosses in that game recently, and I'd hate how much of a difficulty curve they are. The combat in that game feels really unbalanced. Like, all the regular fights aren't that bad, but the second you fight a boss, the game just goes out the window in terms of difficulty.
Goes back to my earliest days, when I had little more to do than observe the mortals who passed through our forest.
I don't like the linear nature of the story. I don't like how some of the characters don't really have a role. Waka sucks. Riku doesn't really get a whole lot to do. The endgame is kind of boring.
The aim of their woodland retreat was to achieve enlightenment, to study and discipline.
Yeah, I think I can understand the challenge behind it, Mel, but I just don't look for that in an RPG, really. I think if I wanted to look for challenge, I'd look for an optional content. I don't want it to be part of the main... Like, difficulty curves make sense when it comes to optional stuff, because you prepare for that. I don't want to suddenly hit Seymour Phase 3, remember how to do all these elements. Yeah, no, I agree with the optional stuff. I can't get angry at optional things in these games. That's the thing. I can't be angry at it, because it's not...
But enough of that for now.
It's not, you know, focused around me. The monster in the Dark Aeons and Pen. I like the fact that Dark Aeons can randomly appear. That's fun. Okay. No, I'm good. Bye-bye. And again, I don't like 10's combat system. I think it's a simplistic version of the Final Fantasy, like, you know, turn-based combat that is not my favorite. Kind of prefer 10-2's combat over it, to be honest. I like how broken you can make the game, but we're talking about Final Fantasy 12 now. That game's combat is great. I love it. I love the gambit system. I love how you can strategize and build your party to be a certain like class. The optional dungeons are really fun. But yeah, I struggle with 10. I think the story's good. I like the twist at the end, and I think it's emotionally resonant, but unfortunately 10-2 ruins it, so... But Flower, 10 exists. Why would 10-2 ruin it? Because it exists. The sequel continues the story and fucks over the ending of 10. So I can't sit there and be like, oh, I love 10 now. Yeah, I've seen that complaint a lot about 12. Like, either game plays itself. It fucking doesn't. You try and use the same gambit in every dungeon, and you see what happens. You go into a dark fiend dungeon with your dark equipment on, and you're gonna get absolutely destroyed. There is strategy when it comes to that game. Yes, a lot of it is automation, but that is also the kind of the point, I feel, right? Automation? Like, automation is part of the journey in that game. Like, that's the reward for playing well. If you know the systems, then if you can get automation in, good job, you've won the combat. Imagine complaining about Factorio if, like, oh, I hate that this game ends up being automation towards the end. I hate the fact that I don't have to manually get every single resource. So, what? It's accessibility? I can't believe this game has an accessible turn-based system and evolves Final Fantasy combat. And I've seen people complain, say that 13's combat is better. Are you joking? 13 is a better gambit system? It fucking isn't. 13 has a lot of flair behind its combat system. You go into a battle, it's about 15 seconds long, and then you go back out of the battle afterwards. In 12, all combat is done on the screen. Unless it's a boss fight, there's no cinematic before it, and it works because the combat just kind of goes on. It's like an MMO almost. Like, 13 makes a lot of stupid decisions that 13.2 fixes. Anyway, I don't know why I'm being so critical right now, but I'm enjoying it, so... We're gonna get all the Asgard towers done, chat. We're gonna finish Svartalheim, and then we're gonna do some ranking.
Freya, you spoke of your brother's sword. How did Odin acquire it?
I'll answer this one. Odin disguised himself as the most beautiful person Freyr had ever seen.
This separated Freyr from his sword.
Oh, with embarrassing speed.
I am glad Freyr ultimately retrieved it.
Only to die. So, apparently Freyr dies in Ragnarok in the story, which is why he died there. But my response to that is, why? We were not redoing Ragnarok. Like, everything's different. Kratos was not there during Ragnarok. The events that led up to it are different as well. Why did we kill Freyr at the end? I just don't know why they did that. It just kind of came out of nowhere, didn't leave that much of an impact. It was like, okay, I guess he's dead now. There was enough going on during that ending where his death didn't really mean that much, and I kind of hate it, because I like Frey. He gets some cool stuff to do, but not at the end. Well, Svartalheim is the end. Right. Yeah. There's a lot we can complain about. I think I've done enough about it yesterday. But I will say, I think the spectacle was there, just a bit misdirected. I think they had the money to do the ending, but they didn't use it in a way that was interesting. Okay, we got this lad. Look at this man. Hi, my name's Flower. I'm gonna do this. He looks like some Dark Souls. See your Artorias' brother? He's got the same kind of belt fabric thing. I'm really not Mimir. Therefore, few gods and 2 humans. Also, doesn't Fenrir kill Odin? I read about that before. Fenrir is the one who ends up killing Odin. And Fenrir just kind of acts as the escape mechanism. Like, I thought Fenrir was going to appear and, like, eat Odin's face, but that never happened.
I'm glad we can help these Einherjar on their way, even if they hate us for it.
They do not need to spend their afterlife serving a cruel god any longer.
Agreed.
Planet Swallowed. If they're happy to play fast, lose vital in a sense, why stick so hard to face fate? We can't let Frey live. Because he's hot. I just think it's unnecessary, considering that Freya's already lost so much. There was no reason to take away her brother from her at the end. Like, you could, but Flower, death happens. This is not a realistic setting. With Last of Us Part 2, when characters die, I'm like, yeah, fine. We're set in a zombie world. They're going for realism. God of War is a mythological world with dragons and a very different, like, era of cinema about it. It doesn't get the same excuse. At least that's why I personally think, anyway. Like, if more characters died, I'll be down. But they don't do that, so... I will say I've enjoyed the optional content in this game a lot more than the first one. I like all the different environments, I love how you can go to all of them. That's nice. That's cool. Where's the Asgard? Well, I mean, we're going over here, because that's where what the last one is. Yeah, we'll do this last one, chat, and then we'll do tier lists. Oh. Oh, do I need to go all the way across? No, I don't. It's up there. Okay, good. Thank God. Right, it's up here. It's not gonna suddenly say 74. Yes! Good video game. Oh, why did you go up there? Hello? How do I get over there? Hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm gonna go around. Block in your face. I think that the other spear pile got a guy down there. I heard them take damage. Never-ending enemies, huh? Didn't you get impaled by a spear?
Last one.
Wow, he got Devil May Cry 2 launched in the air.
I wonder how many of these fragments of Asgard there
There's
are.
10.
A realm's worth at least, so I'd say we have our work cut out for us.
I mean, we're halfway there. Right, we got a break coming up, chat, where we're gonna go through some ranking. We're gonna start off the big ranking first, because I don't mind getting this one out of the way. Not going to Muspelheim. I assume the last ones are in Midgard and Alfheim, so we'll go to Alfheim first. It's a shame the jellyfish go away here after you finish the side quests. They become like very small jellyfish.
Oh? What makes you think that's an option?
They've united, haven't they? What possible reason would they have to attack us?
Sorry to say, but there are still plenty of elves out in the Barrens eager for conflict.
But why? Freyr united them. They fought together at Ragnarök.
For those who have spent their lives in combat, peace is not always an option.
No. You don't get out of this game. You don't get out of that criticism just because they're still fighting. I would still like to have been there during the peace treaty. At least a temporary one anyway. Right, let's do the side quest chat. Oh, I say side quest. Let's do the tier list. So, I made a tier list of all the games, and I thought we'd go through them. So obviously there are games in this I have not played yet, but they're just on here to kind of get an idea of what I've got left. Oh, that's the wrong one. So, why is that happening? Turn that off. There we go. So, yeah, here we go. We got 5 games to rank here. And these are the games I've yet to play. So, Ascension, Ghost of Sparta, Chains of Olympus, and Valhalla. Valhalla, I'll probably try and squeeze in this year somewhere, but I don't know when. But I do want to play these 3 at some point. I don't know when. Maybe I'll do one next year, and I'll do one every year. We'll see. But let's start with God of War 1. So, there's a lot of categories here. They're not. I don't think any are going to be in below alright. So I'll get rid of that. And just focus on these 3 categories here. I think God of War 1 fits nicely into great. It's the first time they've done this. And I think it's kind of bogged down by a lot of boring puzzles and a lot of running around. Like, people complain about the recent ones and kind of the boring puzzles. They've always been around. Ever since God of War 1. Like the spike rooms that are instant death. I like the fact that Medusa, if he petrifies you in the air, you instantly die because you shatter on the ground when you hit it. That's fun. But, yeah, you can tell that this is their first foray into this. And by God of War 2 and 3, they've already worked out the formula. Like, they've nailed it, basically. They had a lot of spin-offs, I guess, to kind of get there. But, yeah, it's a good first game, I'd say. God of War 2, I think, also fits into great. I don't think God of War 2 is incredible. I think it's a good part 1 to God of War 3. It sets up the way. We fight the Fates. The combat is kind of interchangeable between the two. You can tell that these games were made basically in tandem. And the cliffhanger at the end of God of War 2 leads nicely into God of War 3. But there's not really a whole lot I can say about it. It just feels like an extension. Well, this feels like an extension of God of War 2. And I'll probably put God of War 3 in Boopin. Because this is just like cinema. There's non-stop action in this throughout the entire thing. Where God of War 2 had kind of slower moments where you were crawling across temples. God of War 3 never stops. You take out the big players in this. You take out Poseidon, Helios, Hermes, Aphrodite to a certain extent, I guess. Athena's already dead. She died in God of War 2. And finally, Zeus. Who he is, I have no idea. But I like the story of vengeance and how Kratos kind of has to get over it. And by this point, I think they were already writing God of War 4 as well. So you have that. God of War 2018 chat is going to be the only one imperfect. I think God of War 2018 is one of the best games I've ever played. Just standing out there. The side content is a bit mixed, but the story of Atreus and Kratos and how simple it is of him climbing a mountain and the kind of setting isn't the forefront. Like the war, the overarching story is not the focus here. It's the journey between the two of them as they make their way through the world. And I think it works quite nicely in that regard. And then Ragnarok, I'm going to put into great. Like I've talked about my misgrievances with Ragnarok. I think it's a step down after 2018. But it's still good. Combat's still fun. Still very cinematic. I think the game peaks during the first part. But yeah, God of War 3 is fantastic. God of War 2018 is also great. But especially if you consider if the transition was from the old style to the new style of game. Yeah. Like, they just got better until Ragnarok, where they got worse. But I'm curious to see what they do next. I'd like to see them return to a more linear action experience. Kind of like a Zelda. I want them to return like that Twilight Princess Wind Waker style. Like, I'll talk about it a little bit later on, but I got ideas for what they could do with it. But that's kind of it for now, chat. I was thinking of like going through each game individually. I had like segments down here divided for it, but I don't think I'm going to do that now. But look at this, chat. Look at all these thumbnails. Look at all the episodes. Look how far we've come. I'll get rid of that. I don't need it right now. Right. Let's continue. So, there's none over there. There's one here. There's one there as well. Right, okay. Did I get the flower in Jotunheim? I don't think I did. Fuck.
As I was saying about the laird and his brother, all summer they'd upheld their oath to avoid the touch of woman. Yet here before them stands a fair
The fuck are you talking about? Amir? I'm going the wrong way.
The laird doesn't miss a beat. He hoists her onto his shoulders, carries her across, sets her down.
I haven't been to Alfheim in ages, and Amir's talking about a story I haven't heard in about 5 hours.
Dumbfounded. Can't even bring himself to speak. The day stretches on. The laird carries on hunting, and his brother quietly gnashes his teeth down to powder. Finally, the dam breaks. Brother, he cries, how could you do it after everything we've sacrificed? How could you break your vow like it was nothing? Carrying that lass on your shoulders like you were a Shetland pony. The laird just smiles. Brother, I set that lass down across the river. It's you that carries her still. Oh, I got a chuckle. A rare day indeed.
That's cute. I enjoyed that. How does one get in here? I mean, it's all like kind of walled off. So I guess we're going all the way around. I love the hive textures combined with the rocks. Very unique. Right, here we go. Oh, they're talking about Ragnarok right now. Oh god, it's a boss fight! Stinker! Oh, not Stinker, Stinner. Oh, he's gonna be pissed I called him Stinker. What, did you just call me? I'm sorry for calling you that. I didn't realize that wasn't your name. Anyway, you can just die. Oh! Damn, I almost got him. Oh! Him slowly sliding down the scythe afterwards is crazy.
One step closer to giving the realms a shot at healing.
Right, only 4 more to go. Stinner and Sturker. I'm sorry for calling him Stinker. He didn't deserve that. It's very impressive that this game has 4 different open world areas. Like the first game kind of having Alfheim and Dust, Midgard, while this one has Alfheim, Midgard, Svartalfheim, and Vanaheim. There are lots of good areas in this game. And like the more linear ones, I don't mind exploring either. I like the fact that all 9 realms are explorable here. Again, I kind of wish that Helheim and Helheim and Niflheim were easier to distinguish between them, but I think that's kind of the point. They're very similar realms. I think Norse mythology is very interesting, and I like being in Alfheim one more time. Like, this is the first part, I think, in 2018 when I realized, oh, this game's pretty cool, huh? We went through the portal, made our way to the elf world for the first time.
Wait a bloody moment. Is that?
Thor's hammer and his daughter.
Yeah.
I'll make you proud, Dad.
Aww. There she go.
Well, good for her.
Well, I'm glad at least she's recovered from that.
How about that? Didn't I tell y'all there'd be something to see?
Thank you.
Thanks for the 406 Hacksilver.
Feels half crazy to say it, but I got a good feeling about that Thrud girl. Never minding what family she came from.
I quite agree. She's an impressive young woman.
I thought you might. Why, I ain't never seen anyone quite so awestruck as when she laid eyes on you back at the hole. Like meeting her idol.
She was apparently quite eager to learn from all the Valkyries. Now that she has Mjolnir, I expect her next stop will be to begin training with Sigrun.
Is Mjolnir a good weapon to have for a Valkyrie? Like, that's like using, I don't know, a sledgehammer instead of a sword. I guess you can make a whole new Valkyrie.
Hello, Lunda.
Hey, goddess. About your brother, I never got the chance to tell you. I know moments like this you're supposed to say sorry and whatnot, but I always known that pretty man had greatness in him. That he'd do something amazing one day, and I'm just, you know, I'm proud.
I mean, he made the peace treaty, I guess, between the elves, but him dying there was kind of pointless. Like, he was holding back the sword, I guess, but he didn't need to do that. The game created that obstacle for him. That was unnecessary. Right, we're not done in Alfheim, I've got one more thing to deal with. So I guess the sword is in Midgard, which is where we'll try to find a berserker. And then, like, after that, we got a few more things to take care of, but this might not be a 3-hour episode, chat. Might be a little bit shorter. I appreciate the compass pointing me in the right direction. Even though it's not over here, that's a nice little touch. Kratos was not patient that time, allowing Freya to get through. He went almost instantly after she did. Right, there it is over there. I like that you can see like this chromatic aberration in the air near the Asgard stuff. The Asgard stuff, TM. Howdy, my name's Flower. I'm gonna destroy a shield. Enjoy. Just get utterly impaled against the wall. If I saw that happen to my friend, I'd give up. What do you mean they're regenerating? Oh, I did regenerate. Oh! Enjoy Frost, twat. Oh, spinning pizza dough.
It seems for every camp we destroy, we find 2 more.
It's almost impressive.
Right, 3 more, and I assume they're going to be in Midgard. Right, let's head over to Midgard, I guess, and get this done. And then we'll go complete the flower quest. And there's something else we need to do with this recipe book as well. But yeah, I'm not doing everything in this. I'm not going to be doing the Muspelheim trials, for example, because, I mean, if I have time, we might do it, but we'll see. Because I don't know what they are. I don't know what the combinations are that I'm missing. I had a good look around too, and I couldn't find them. They're usually on the ground in the main area, but they weren't there when I looked. But we'll have another look. We'll go back there and see if we can find them. Book is usually the one who would appear in Muspelheim too. It's times like these where I'm glad I left like as little as possible of the side quest as possible for the end, because not having Book around would have been sad. And I guess Sindri's not around either because he's still grieving over the loss of his brother. I was thinking he would appear in Valhalla, the DLC, alongside what I assume to be the question of where Tyr went, because we didn't really get asked that at all if Tyr was dead the entire time. Like, the guys just kind of accepted it. They were just like, oh, I guess Godin was Tyr the whole time. Like, yeah, but what happened to actual Tyr? He just gone? Who knows? Who knows where Tyr went? I think Tyr was dead the entire time, but I could be wrong. Have you tried going to his prison again? I don't really want to go all the way back over there. Unless there's an actual thing that I can do, then I will do it. Where are the puppies? There they are. The puppies! Wait, are you fully leveled up? Oh. No, but I can make you fully leveled up, I think. There we go. It's criminal that you can't pet these doggies. You can only pet Fenrir. Once you complete the main story, head to Niflheim and walk towards the Raven Tree. Yeah, but I'm not gonna. I don't want to get all the crows. The music here is fucking amazing. Oh!
Left side, brother!
That is true though. We do need to go back there to go get the
It must be done.
the Niflheim Raven cutscene. We'll probably just watch a YouTube video for that though, I think.
Me, they would just point at and
Oh, we're missing one. Where am I missing it? I can have a look. I'll have a look at a good, I think. Well, let's go do this. There's a chance this guy is omitting the fact, but it doesn't say the quote is a requirement. I think it is. Because it's been back to Niflheim. And it would make sense if, like, oh, Tyr was actually fake the entire time. It's like the Marrake's Radagon thing from Elden Ring. Where you need to have, like, 50 intelligence to read that lore drop. Which I think is awesome that they had that in that game. Why don't they ever have you have 50 or so you can have this extra fun thing? Oh, strength. Always fucking intelligence. Well, if you're strong, it's not really going to mean a whole lot, is it? Like, you can punch things, I guess. Maybe you can find like a boulder that you can only punch if you have like 50 strength. And then behind it is like a finger and a butthole. Oh my god, I just feel bad for it. Oh my god.
Bad for the Asgardians, and even worse for the Midgardian.
Why? Oh, for the Midgardians, I understand, but not the Asgardians.
Such a profound betrayal.
I guess they all like were following Odin. I forget it was only Odin being the asshole in this case. Holy shit! 100,000 hack silver. Oh my god! Why did they give me so much? That was awfully nice of you, video game. They're good girls. They know exactly where I'm gonna be. Alright, we're gonna beat the big boss now. The king of the berserkers. Let's see what they've done at this fight, shall we, chat? Is this going to be A, fun, B, not fun, or C, very not fun? I'm leaning towards C. Maybe B, just because I'm on easy mode.
King Hrolf's gravestone. It's reformed.
Old. Prepare for a fight.
You can't have it.
Oh, cool. Okay, he's got that move. Okay, right. We're playing on easy mode, by the way, chat. Look at his crazy HP he has. That does nothing. That does fuck all. Oh! I hate that move. I hate him getting a chance of just getting another hit in afterwards because he don't block that properly. Annoying. Can I get one more hit in? Oh, okay, right. I don't think I got another stone, did I? Oops. Oh, no! No, I didn't get another stone. Fuck! We can do that. We can do this. I don't mind a modicum of challenge at the end of this. Even if he feels like he just has a bunch of HP. Whoa! Bunch of HP just to make him more difficult. This is bad. Okay, I got out of it though in time.
Changing arrows.
Oh! But what could I have done about that exactly? That sure wasn't unblockable in the air. Maybe I could like hit him while he's in the air, maybe. Ho, ho, ho! Get knocked down from the air, buddy. No! Okay, I vastly prefer this fight to the one in the first game. Trying to time it. Fucking, it was doing it every single time. My dodge. Oh, that's not a good time for this. Oh, I cancelled it. Nice. Ow! Right, no. Stop doing that. Okay, you just do that. Okay, I was wondering how to deal with it. That's how you deal with it. Oh! Oh, what? I didn't count as a block. Okay, I counted it somehow. Done. Right, done. Oh! Yes! Now imagine playing that on normal mode. Yeah, that would suck. There's an abundance of HP and brutal attacks.
Still not sure if that was justice
There we
or
go.
vengeance.
The gold achievement too.
Always at odds.
What do you intend to do with Skofnung now?
I intend to use it.
No! Don't you understand?
Sword unleashes its powers from the souls within. I mean, is it better than Realm Shift?
The legacy that thing carries. Not to mention the souls of evil berserkers.
I will use it for good.
That won't erase its history.
No.
Freya, have we done
But
this on
the
you?
story of this sword is still.
Oh my god, it's already incredible. Oh my god. Looks like a Goonies character. Oh, it's me, Freya. He's beautiful. Never let anyone tell you you're not beautiful, Freya.
Written. Future generations will weigh its good deeds against the bad and decide for themselves.
You've come a long way from when I first met you, brother.
I have had good counsel since then, brother.
I enjoy the fact that Kratos got that pedestal at the end. That mural of him seeing the fact that he was worshipped for a good thing, rather than just being a destroyer, was very good. I liked it. However, I don't know if Kratos deserves it. Like, yes, he's been on a path of redemption and he's learned his ways, but he also doomed Greece and is responsible for its destruction. Like, I'm happy for the guy, sort of, but you can't really disregard that as a part of his character. Like, yes, he's gone through a redemption. That is what he has done. He has redeemed himself to a certain extent. He prevented another world from being destroyed, but Asgard was still destroyed. I think the next game needs to kind of go through the actual consequences of his actions in Greece and help him rebuild it. I'm not saying they need to kill him with a golf club, but I am saying that would be kind of interesting to see. Okay, I wanted to go to the chest, not her.
Call it a commemorative piece.
Right, we've got, chat, one more. Wait, what? What is that? I'm trying to find the last one we're missing. Not in Ironwood. Holy shit, Helheim looks awesome on the map. I haven't even looked at this before. Not on Vanaheim. Not in the crater area, is it? It's not. Chat, can you see the thing we're looking for? It's not Alfheim. Not Niflheim. Right, it's Muspelheim. That was the one we were missing. I don't know what we're gonna get for this, doing all the Asgard stuff. Maybe like a boss fight? Maybe we'll fight the Valkyrie Queen. I have a feeling she's gonna be locked behind the Muspelheim trials though. Like how the one in God of War 2018 was. Oh. I'm looking forward to using all this gear on nothing. It just feels like I'm doing this for completion's sake rather than actually anything, like, worthwhile, but, you know, it's fine. Maybe we'll get a bit of story. That'll be worth it. Let's make a story. Oh, there was this tale about the time that Loki turned into a horse back in Asgard. What? What did he do? Oh, you don't want to find out the details, brother. It's terrible. And then we never find out what happens because I don't want to recount that. Right.
You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass!
What did I look for everyone else during that? Oh yeah, look at him go! Fuck yeah. Everyone's having a very bad time right now.
From above! My God!
Oh god! Get speared. Yay!
I believe that was the last stronghold of the Aesir.
So, Odin's oppressive ways have finally ended.
Are you satisfied?
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Perhaps the realms may finally find peace and healing.
25? Oh my god, that's a lot of Hacksilver. No, I mean, I guess that was it. Valhalla rises. Not right now, it doesn't. Right, well, I guess, what's this? What is this? I don't know, there's like a question mark thing over here. We got that part of Muspelheim to do, we got a couple more flowers to find. Is there a flower in Muspelheim I need to get? Let's check. I'm missing a Hell Tear. Where's the final Hell Tear? Hell Tears. It better not be in hell. Could I be stupid? There's one in the southern wall. That's probably it. Okay, we need to go back to Vanaheim. Does it appear on the map? I assume it would. Right, yeah, okay, there we go. It's right next to a portal as well. That's what I like to see. I like how it appears on the compass, mind you. That's how far it is away, by the way. Man, I don't want to play Assassin's Creed Valhalla because it's a massive game, but imagine being able to explore all the different realms, like, fully sized. It's so fun. Like, a survival game set in that setting. Like, we have Valheim, I guess, but Valheim is mainly just like an Afterlife-esque, like, overworld with a couple of unique locations in there that are different. Imagine Valheim, but like every realm you could explore to get different resources, and you'd get unlock more realms as you go along. Right, to Vanaheim. I mentioned this during the last episode, but this entire region up here, chat, is optional. Fucking crazy. I discovered that before, and it's nuts. I can't believe that. It's cool, I like that a lot. I appreciate the devs being confident enough in their abilities to have an entire area be optional for a minor side quest, I thought at first.
Another piece of Garm's handiwork.
Well, Garm's currently a good boy, so we'll deal with this pretty easily, I think. Okay. Lesser Tifa. Lesser Tifa. Okay, let's see what this thing does, shall we? Well, like many different swords. That is cool. Lesser Tifa. Look how fast she's going now that I've killed them all. By the way, these realm tears are not randomly generated. Once you kill all the enemies, they are very easy to close. I kind of wish they were infinite, but maybe that would create problems in terms of like AI.
I am glad.
Well, how about that?
Atreus would be happy to know we tied up some of his loose ends.
Is that why I couldn't get all the Leviathan axe upgrades before I finished the game? Yeah, it fucking is as well. Oh. Right, 9 Realms in Bloom. Asgard, Midgard. Didn't I get this one? Didn't I get Iron Bell? I was there. Vanaheim, Starblush. Okay, we are here right now, so we should find this. Starblush, God of War, God of Boy. Right, that's right down there. Luckily, again, there's a teleporter right next to it. Good. I'm glad that these are near the teleporters and they aren't far away from them at the very least. Right. All the way up here, but it's at this point. So it's on the slope down here where I restored the water. You guys finally get to see this location that I haven't actually shown at all.
I found some wayward spirits in the crater. I think they might know something about what happened there. Also what? Bound to be even more dangerous beasties with valuable resources.
Sounds like a plan.
Open the door! Oh, appeared right behind me. What? Why is this like question mark? I know what this is, chat. I've opened this before. Somewhere over here, I think.
Look here, Freya.
Here it is. Come on, Freya. Wait, and then there's the one in Midgar. Let's find out how to get Dream Shade first, because that's like, where would I get this? It's in Niflheim. Oh no. Chat. I don't like the look at this side quest. It's where the Raven Tree is. Okay, I'm glad that I don't have to go through the Raven Tree. Oh my god, that could have been awful. That could have. If I had to get the crow, I would have lost my mind. Like I said, the Raven Tree will be the last thing we do, I think. Right. Whose house? Eyes of Odin. Let's do the final challenges, I think, and then we'll do that. I'm gonna go on a small toilet break, chat. I'll be back in a minute. Right, I'm back. I got a snack too while I was away. Since I'm doing this during UK lunchtime. You're not black, are you?
Sharpen that axe, boy.
Oh.
Lunda,
Hi there. I wanted to ask, do you want me to stop talking about your muscles and
What?
and how you look and stuff? Because it
Enough!
seems like it's making you all wiggly, like in a
Enough!
bad way.
it did.
I don't think I've made your face wobble yet, actually. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
She immune to the warble?
So I should stop? Sounds like I should stop.
Oh my god, that's terrifying. What kind of creature is she? Oh my lord. No. There we go. Beautiful character. Beautiful guys. Lovely. I love it.
No.
Oh, all right, handsome. You beefcake. Hey, Freya. How you doing?
I'm fine.
On that, madam, we are agreed.
What? Oh. Oh, thank you?
Anytime.
What the hell's this? Hello? Is anyone here? Oh, we're gonna get attacked here. 110% something bad's gonna happen here. We're gonna grab this, then we're gonna get grabbed or something. Yeah. The Valkyrie Queen! Oh my god!
Good. I'll see you pay for what you've done.
Oh god, it's playing the music for the first game too. They know. A 1,000 swords! Holy damage! No! Oh, not this move.
Getting someone?
Oh, yes! They remembered. They knew that move sucked and they did something against it. That's great. I didn't know such thing. I didn't even know who you were. Ow! She threw a rock at my face. Discombobulate! Oh my god. Fuck! Oh, that was not a lot of time for that. I don't think it's me breaking that. I think it's Freya who's doing that. No! No! Good job, Freya. Ooh! Oh, she somehow got her health back. Oh, what? Oh. Oh, is this a mid? Is this going to be one of the bosses that get half their health back?
Settle this. Good.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
I'll see you pay for what you've done.
So that's an accessibility thing in this game, chat. it gives you mid-boss checkpoints, which is great. I wouldn't mind that being a thing in FromSoft games either. No, that would completely destroy boss fights and that, I think. So I have this, have a sword, have my will and testament, have my life insurance, have everything. Have my mortgage that I don't fucking have that, have this, have some runic abilities. Get whacked in the face, do this, run towards you, hit you with some spears, dodge, hit you with more spears, hit you with more spears. Oh, I love being able to cancel her attack, that's brilliant, very satisfying. No! You can't follow a blockable with an unblockable, that's cheating. Right, it's time to get angry, chat. I'm angry! Oh yes, the anger! Kratos, the anger!
You judge me. You, whose cowardice has left entire realms in ruin.
Sister, I know the hate that burns you from within. I have felt those flames, known the comfort of their warmth. I wronged you. And I cannot change that. Never apologize enough for it. But the hatred, vengeance, you have to let it go.
Finish it.
Yes, sister.
Shit! I like getting a fully fledged cutscene like this at the end. This is cool. This is entirely optional. Do I press square? Oh, no, I don't. She wants to go to Valhalla. And we have allowed her that honor. Can I have the loot? I know this is a bad time to ask, but I want to go grab those balls over there. The true queen. Battle Gnar. I'll have that. Book. Oh shit, nice!
There. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we'll fully upgrade that, why not? She's got the points for it.
I gave her what she wanted. But thank you.
So then, how does it feel being Queen of the Valkyries once more?
Queen. Why? There are no Valkyries left.
The Shield Maidens. Will you not lead them? Or rebuild?
Maybe. It would be the first time in a while that was truly mine. We'll see.
Right. So in terms of Eyes of Odin, yeah, we need to do that one. I don't know where that is though. Let's go do this one first. This is a side quest that I did off recording, but this is me collecting ingredients for stew. I think I was meant to do this with Trius, but I'm kind of curious to see what the Freya cutscene is going to be instead. It's kind of sad that you can't free roam explore Asgard, but I guess the point is that we destroyed it. It's gone. Somehow misplaced an enormous roll of bubble wrap? How do you do that then? Looks like you won't be able to wrap things up easily, Maelstrom. Oh. Did someone steal the bubble wrap? Did gnomes appear in the night and take it from you? Right, I know I did the side quest of boy, but do you want to have a delicious stew, Freya?
Finish the story.
Gladly. It was said that Yari and Sommer first shared a kiss in the fields of Jotunheim.
Oh? How'd they manage to reach Jotunheim?
Don't know. Point is, they went on countless expeditions, each location more beautiful than the last. But they found as they did, the destination became less important than simply traveling together.
And the unnameable thing?
It was home. Yari and Sommer had found it in each other.
Nice. That's a cute little side quest. I enjoyed that. Seeing these two, like, share a journey across the realm similar to our own. And kind of putting a light, like, shining a spotlight on our journey, the journey across these two games. I guess if you look at it from the perspective of it not being about the destination, about reaching Asgard and destroying it, then I can kind of understand why people like the story a lot. But I don't think it works, because that journey that they went on, in 2018, the whole thing led to us throwing the ashes out. And that felt a very minor note compared to Ragnarök, where there was an actual objective. In this, it wasn't about throwing the ashes in the end. It was about the journey that Atreus and Kratos went on, and the bond that they grew across that experience. They can't just say the same thing about Ragnarök because there's so many characters. There's no central core message in this game. It's all a lot to do. Right. If I am barred from accessing this area because of some bullshit, I'm gonna be sad. We'll watch that Raven video while we're here.
Axe needed an upgrade?
Yes, actually, I do need to upgrade my axe. Thank you.
Commemorative.
Look how much money I have. Kratos is the richest man in the entirety of the 9 realms.
Milady.
Can I not go higher than level 9? I guess like 9 realms, level 9 is the idea.
Y'all know where to find me.
Oh. Hello, what is this then?
Hang on a minute. Is this a prison?
It would seem so.
Let's continue. Might be something useful inside.
Huh?
This place goes deep. We should head downward.
Ah, yes. I'm sure there's nothing especially dangerous.
No
at the
ravens
bottom of an
needed.
Asgardian
I think you can
prison.
understand my concern though, considering this game. Why are you guys still here?
If the Einherjar Einhjar survived Ragnarok. Perhaps some of the inmates did as well.
Let us find out.
Oh, this is like a whole area. You're not gonna do anything to me. I fought your queen. Don't tell me Tyr is going to be in one of these fucking shells.
I do not, sadly. Of course, the Einherjar disappeared a fair few dwarven rebels during the occupation. I suspect this is one of them.
I can hear some very angry boys below. It's gonna work, we're inside. Oh no, yeah, it works.
Careful, brother. These prisoners may not be as grateful for their freedom.
I'm rescuing you. You best be grateful.
Oh, well, you're very bloody well.
Wow. I mean, he got the honor of being destroyed by what's it called? Okay, we need to throw spears into these things. I'm gonna leave the spears on them. Oh. Oh wait, no, they just get destroyed. Never mind. I thought you had to destroy them all at once.
That's an elf, but not a particularly high-ranking one. So what did Odin have to gain by imprisoning them?
Ready your guard!
I don't think the game intended me to see that. He just scooted into here without a care in the world. That was amazing. I love this area. This is cool. I like getting to explore more of Niflheim. This is a good chance to do that. Right, we need to find a one. I don't really know why I'm doing this, because I don't need any more Norno chests. But, fuck it. Why not? Gamer instincts? Not a gamer. You're confusing me with someone else. How dare you say that about my mother? Okay. Hey, you can just get killed straight away. I do enjoy that a lot of the endgame in this is easier to access than the endgame in 2018. In 2018, oh shit. The endgame was very much go to this one area in Niflheim and grind here for about 5 hours. While in this, it feels a lot more like I'm doing more interesting things as I've gone along. Wow, he was fucking shit. Get out of here, traveler. No wonder they kept you in here. You're terrible compared to the other ones.
Fafnir, perhaps? Dreamshade is difficult to keep alive, even under the best conditions, but this... He gave all his strength to keep it alive.
Then it is right. You should have it.
Clever puzzle. Clever puzzle. I like that. Puzzles in this game are very clever. Good. Yeah, that was really worth doing. Okay, there we go. We got an amulet at the very least. Fucking hell. Oh, yes, that was worth all the time. Alright, we can't get any more health upgrades. I guess that's kind of a good alternative. Okay, then. What do you mean disappear? He was in here the entire time? What? Hey, buddy! Everyone forgot you existed!
Freya, I can't believe it.
Wait, that can't be. Lord Tyr.
Is this an illusion?
No, brother. No, I think it's the real deal.
Mimir? Is that you, old friend?
In all the important ways, aye.
There was such a commotion. If Odin learns what you've done...
Odin is dead.
The realms are at last free of him. You're safe.
Odin's dead.
And Asgard fallen.
So the reign of the Aesir is truly over. That's quite a lot to take in. And you are?
His name is Kratos.
Kratos? I know that name.
Come. You need real shelter. Food.
No. No, what I need most now, I think, is to reflect on what you've told me. I need space, if you would grant me that.
Very well.
So I did a bit of
Our home
research,
is in
chat.
the realm between realms for the moment. You can find us there when you're ready.
Kratos. I know you from somewhere. I'm sure it will come back to me.
Were you in the first 3 God of War games? No, I think you were voiced by someone else. That's cool. The Tyr twist is very well done. I did not expect him to be Odin, because he's around for the entire game.
It's hard to trust anything after what we've been through. But with Odin gone, I've no cause to doubt it.
Our paths will cross again. Of that I'm sure.
That is a very neat twist that I don't mind. And we're going to get a runic ability out of this too. Lucky charm from the U days say to increase an archer's dexterity. Well, we're not going to need that because we're done, chat. We got to get one more flower and then we're going to watch the Raven quest. And that is back in Midgard.
Well, now we know what this prison's for. This is where Odin stashed those he would camouflage himself as.
Makes sense. If you're going to imitate someone, you wouldn't want them walking around.
Why not kill them?
He must need them alive in order to assume their form.
Aye. Odin likely wanted Tyr dead for a multitude of reasons. But he knew Tyr would be more useful alive.
Your god of war has truly returned. What now?
You don't want to stretch his legs, I imagine. Imprisonment stokes wanderlust. Not that I need to remind any of us of that.
Mummy and Daddy,
tied the noose tight to send us to Odin to bask in his
You
light.
motherfuckers.
Did they just say what I think they said?
Yes.
Alright, let's get the final flower. So the final flower is going to be Berserker Gauntlets. These exclamations, shall we? There? No. Just have a button that says clear all updated. There we go. Oh, wait, no, okay, we're done. Good. Right, the final flower, chat. The final quest. Anyway. That I want to do. Iron Bell. It's found in Angerboda's treehouse. Why is it found there? This says Midgard. Oh. No, it doesn't actually. I read the final line.
Well, aren't y'all looking lovely today?
Oh, we gotta go meet Angerboda. I mean, that's the perfect place to end this, I think. So, let's go to Jotunheim, and that's where we're gonna end it off, I think. Where the first game ended, will also end the second game. Angerboda, I need the flower.
For your garden.
Happy. Whoa! 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 What? Wait! No! What? The florist! The final achievement, chat! I did it! Oh, what a perfect way to end things. Oh my god. Chat! That has been God of War. We're not going to end now. I'm going to watch the Raven chest stuff, and I got a few more tier lists to do. We're going to call it there by petting Fenrir of the game. In fact, we'll pet him, and then we'll stand in front of him for the end of this. Oh, good boy. He loves the scritches. There should be multiple animations of this, and there should be like 50. The other dogs right now are like, what the fuck is this guy? Who do you think he is? Right. One more smile. Right. Let's open this video, shall we, and watch what happens when you get all the ravens. Is there any, like, is there a special cutscene? I guess there is what the implication is anyway, right? I'm gonna get ads if I do this, aren't I? Let's just watch it from the viewer. God of War. Not Ironwood. All ravens. Oh, Raven Reward is what I want to say. Raven Award. Do you get anything for doing it? Oh, you get a boss fight. I'm just getting it up for you guys. Cable. Input. to capture. Alright, there we go.
Is this?
Ravens, the ones we've been destroying. Odin's
This
little
is the first time
spies.
Freya's seen it.
Free are we, free of the Father. Our half-lives now belong to no other.
And now we're gonna fuck your shit up, Kratos.
Odin, I presume?
I don't know, but there's definitely something more going on here.
I honestly find the ravens very creepy. Wait, they don't have all the ravens.
A gift of light. Get away from my children.
Right, okay.
Any idea how long it took to shape their spirits into something you
This is a reskinned lich.
You any idea?
Enough!
Holy shit, look at them go. Wow, chat, look how good I'm playing right now. What? Yeah. Like, I got the background, so I don't know.
How many more can there be?
Nasty hit! You all right, brother? There's frost in my neck,
Take it down together. Sure. Why not?
Eyes up!
Holy shit, a dragon! Okay, this is kind of cool, actually. It's like Brave Fox Long Step, where a dragon just shows up during the fight, out of nowhere. Oh, it's cool that Freya's involved here. Of course. I didn't see Freya do this animation. I've already killed a bunch of dragons in this game, but not this one. Whoa! Whoa! Freya went crazy there!
Well done, brother. Clearly the ravens, the children, appreciated it as well.
Is there
That's a
nothing
silver
to be done?
achievement? More people did this than did the other fights.
Perhaps.
Is Odin complete?
Found something for you. Put it in the chest.
Mother and father perished at last. Finally now, our anguish may pass.
Nice. Good for them. I'm happy for them. More than happy for Kratos being the best boy forever. So I guess Angerboda isn't going with Atreus on this hunt for the giants across the different realms? Huh. I thought he was going to go with him, but I guess not. And I guess he's like, nah, I'm actually not going to go with you. I'm good. I'm good. I don't want to go on your stupid misadventures, Crichton's child. Right, let's get some music for this. Oh, yeah. No, that's the wrong one. So, oh, you can barely fucking see that. Let's fix this. So, chat, remember at the end of God of War 3, where we went through all the gods in the Greece verse? Well, I thought we'd do that now with the Norse verse. So, I'm not going to spend too long on this. Odin, massive twat and piece of shit. However, I thought the character was really good. Even towards the end, I like the fact we didn't get to find out what's beyond the rift. I think that's a good way of handling that, because like it keeps it up to player interpretation what's beyond there. So I'm gonna put him in Bupin. He's a good character. I think Thor is a good character, but I don't think he's as good as Balder, just because he doesn't really get a resolution at the end. He dies before he can really do anything interesting. Like, he realizes, oh wait, I care about my family. He stands up to Odin, then he immediately just dies. So it doesn't really add anything. I thought his fights were fantastic. I thought, like, his character was really interesting up until that point. But I don't like how it ended. So I'm going to put him in great. There we go. Heimdall, I liked his personality a lot. I like an asshole character quite a bit. And he said stuff that I was also thinking. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I can get behind this character a lot. Since I am also an asshole, chat. However, again, he just kind of peters out towards the end and he just dies. I think he works quite well to show Kratos going back to his old ways. But that's kind of the extent of it. We don't really see that conflict really rise up too much outside of that instance. So I'm still gonna put Heimdall in great though, because I liked his personality a lot and he was a massive twat. His design isn't all that interesting, but it kind of works in line with the Norse gods not having crazy designs like their Greece counterparts. Sif, I'm gonna put in alright. Maybe even meh. Just because I saw a lot online that people found her betrayal of Odin came out of nowhere. Not really. Like, across the game, you can see she doesn't like being around him, and he knows. And is this more so? I don't think she's that interesting. Unlike Zeus's wife, where is she? Zeus's wife, who dies and all the flowers end up dying, including me. She's just kind of there, and she doesn't have that much interesting of a personality. And then moving on to Tyr, we didn't really get to see that much of Tyr in the actual game because he was fake. He was Odin the entire time. I think a lot of intrigue behind him surrounded the portal in the first game and his mystery. But I am going to put him meh because we barely saw anything of him, and his actual personality wasn't grander than life. Which is what I thought they were going to go for, but I guess never meet your heroes in this regard. Balder I'm going to put in perfect. I love Balder as a villain. He was fantastic. He was one of the best parts of 2018. His very realistic reaction to the curse he's been put under. His relationship with Freya, the very interesting and complicated fight. Sorry, complete tangent. I just found out a copy of my Unjammer Lammy on PS1 is apparently worth £150 these days. Holy shit, you should sell that. Or wait longer and see if it can get any more expensive. But yeah, Balder's great. I really enjoyed this character, and I like this boss fights in the first game. So I put a few titles behind some of these guys because I forgot their names. and didn't want to fuck it up, so Magni. I'm gonna put him in Blair, just because I don't remember him. I remember Modi a bit more, so Modi can go in here, because Atreus killed him. I like his design. I like Modi's design, I like Magni's design, but they just kind of die. Food, again, doesn't really get a whole lot to do, I don't think. In the end game, her father dies, and then she gets yeeted away from the final boss by Odin. I like her. I like that they try and give her a character arc in her very limited screen time. But, again, there's not enough to... They didn't really give her enough to work with. And, like, a lot of characters in this game have, you know, quite realistic personalities. And aren't, like, comedically evil, like with the Greek gods. Which I think made them more interesting. I'm gonna put her in alright. Just because I like her picking up Mjolnir at the end. And her siding with Atreus towards the end as well. Freya is no doubts going imperfect. What a great character that continued to be great in Ragnarok. Her character arc between 2018 and this game was fantastic. Probably the highlight story in the entire thing, I think. Yeah, there's nothing else to say. I love her. She's wonderful. I love her banter with Mimir and Kratos. I enjoyed her being around a lot more than Atreus. That's all I'm gonna say. Flare. Glad I sorted her part early so you could spend plenty of time going around with her. Yeah, no, you go Vanaheim with her. It washed out Ironwood for me because that was right afterwards. Fair, I'm gonna put it alright. I like his personality a lot. He's just kind of there, he's just kind of chilling and vibing. Until the end where he actually gets some cool things to do and then he just dies. I think if he didn't die at the end, he would have been in great, but he's just kind of eh. I kind of wish he did more of his relationship with Freya, like have him be around for the story a lot more. But he just ends up being this kind of this small rebel leader who is this kind of normal, one of the most normal character in these games. Hildisvani, I forgot he existed. Hildisvini, not Hildisvani. So I'm going to put him here. He's the boar in the first game. He doesn't really get anything to do. I don't know why he was even here, to be honest. Nah, I mean, we met Nah at the end in this episode. I'm going to put her in alright. I like her design. I like the fact that she doesn't decide to change her ways and allows Freya to kill her. Atreus. Oh, I don't know. If this was 2018 Atreus, he would probably be in Boopin. I really liked Atreus in 2018. His arc of him like becoming like arrogant, almost like a god, was good, even though it kind of came out of nowhere. And his like they really made you care about him in the first game. Second game, less so. Second game, he became a whiny adult, a whiny teenager, and he did not handle that well, I don't think. He's very stupid. Makes a lot of stupid decisions, and there's not really that much in terms of you know, resolution in that regard. He turns Odin into a marble at the end, and that's kind of it. Like, a lot of his resolution moments happen too quickly, I think, to really leave a lasting impact. So, I'm gonna put him in, alright, I think. A mix between the two. Right, let's quick fire through these three. They're all the same. I think Scold is the one who like repeats the dialogue, so I'm gonna put her a little bit higher than the others. But I like them. I like the fates. Actually, I'm just gonna put them all together. I think I don't want to put her in great. I like that the fates are just kind of like, yeah, we know, we just predict it. We're not actually like we actually know what happens. I think that was fun. Mimir is gonna go imperfect. I love Mimir. He's like your uncle character. Great voice actor, lots of lore to read, very great storyteller. He was fun to have around. And then finally we've got Surtur, who I'm going to put in Blair. They didn't give him enough to do. He was just kind of there at the end. And then he became Ragnarok. And Samara didn't even fucking exist. Like he's just kind of, I think he was going to be used, but I didn't have enough time to put her in. Like, they bleed of, like, deleted content, which is crazy because this game surprisingly doesn't need it. Anyway, that's done. Thanking the gods. Right, moving on, chat. I thought this would be fun. Let's rank the realms. All 9 realms we get to explore in God of War 2018 and Ragnarok. Starting with Helheim. We get to visit here in the first game. Very cool area. I mean that with all the puns. I love the fact that it's so cold and there's so much wind that the ice is freezing horizontally because it's all being pushed away from Reisvalga. Like, it's all one color scheme mostly, is a little bit unappealing. And trying to find the difference between this and Niflheim is difficult. But the Garm fight is fantastic. The ship sequence is not great in the first game. But there's some cool revelations here. Revelations, not revelations. I'm gonna put it in great. I like it. I don't know if I love it, but I like it a lot. Niflheim. The roguelike element in the first game was interesting, even though it looked nothing like how it looks in second game. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like Niflheim that much. It's a cold area, sure, but I think Helheim does that better. Helheim is like the Pepsi, and Niflheim is like Coke. Like, it does everything better. So I'm gonna put Niflheim in alright. People are gonna be pissed. I'm gonna get like invaded by Norse gods. Thor's gonna show up and be like, how dare you say this about Niflheim? How about you make Niflheim less mid? They should have called it Middleheim. What's this music? Mega Man ZX? Muspelheim. Volcano area. I don't really like Muspelheim that much. Just because a lot of pain occurred here, chat. A lot of trial pain occurred. And whenever we revisited, it just ended up being a bunch of gauntlet fights. I'm gonna put it in alright. The spinning vanishing all my PS1 games have over 1k here. Is that so you can get the Switch 2? And just sell it to get money for that, I assume. None of them are going to be a male Blair, by the way, so I'm going to get those categories. Midgard. We're going to put Midgard in Boopin. I might even put it in Perfect. For, like, the default realm, it is shocking how good Midgard is. Like, Tyr's Temple, all the little alleyways. I think it's mainly represented in 2018. Like, climbing the mountain, meeting Mimir. All the big plot events that occur around Kratos' cabin, Freya's house. Very good area, and of course Jormungandr is great as well. Svartalheim. I'm not a big fan of Svartalheim. I don't love the kind of like swampland, geysers, hot springs, like mine design. It's not that interesting to me. It's like whenever I think of Zelda, the volcano / rocky area is always the one I kind of think of last. Which is sad because there's a lot to do here. Like we get Draupnir here. There's like a whole side quest involving a giant island fish. I'm gonna put it in alright, I think. I think it's an alright realm. Vanaheim, that's gonna go straight into Perfect. I have a taste chat when it comes to these realms, as you can see from this startling opinion. Vanaheim was the breath of fresh air I needed after Ironwood. Going there, suffering through 2 hours of Ironwood, and then going to this beautiful jungle with all this interesting flora, getting to see the Vanir, getting to see Freya and reconciling with her. That whole northern area with the crater was awesome. And getting a bit more backstory on Kratos' wife was really fun. I'm going to put that in Perfect. Alfheim is also going to go into Perfect. Despite me being annoyed by the lack of the conflict resolution being on screen, this was the part in 2018 where I was like, oh my god, this area is beautiful. The fact that we get to see different sides of the war between 18 and Ragnarok, going across the lake, going through the desert, meeting the dark and light elves between both games is really good. I like that a lot. And yeah, it's just a beautiful area, I think, in both video games. I haven't really seen that many games that make a desert that beautiful, but this one achieves it, so it's going to go in Perfect. Jotunheim I'm going to put in Boopin. I like it a lot. I like the mountain a lot. I like that it ends up being like a goal in 2018. And despite my misgrievances with the actual Ironwood segment itself, I do think the area is very pleasing to look at. And I like the giant lore, the Jotner lore. And then finally Asgard. I'm going to put it in great. Just because it fills out quite nicely there too. But, like, I could see a lot of complaints about Asgard being that it's very mundane, but I also think that's kind of the point. Like, Odin is very humble, at least how he presents himself is very humble. He doesn't show his, like, fangs straight away. He's presenting himself as this kind of humble old man leader of Asgard. It's not a golden city, it's just a village. The giant wall is interesting. Yeah. I like it. I like the simplicity of it. Right, well that's that, chat. That's the ranking of the realms done. I'm pretty happy with this. Nice. Nicely rounded and about. And then finally, chat, I want to talk about this. It's not a ranking, but I wanted to go, where could God of War go next? Let's talk about the different mythos that we could go into. Celtic. We could go to Ireland, chat. We could see Ireland mythologies, like Fae and that kind of thing. That'd be fun. Do I think we're going to go there? I have no idea. That's what this is about. Obviously Egypt. That's where I want to go next, because I think Egypt would be a very nice contrast to the cold nature of Ragnarok in 2018. Like, going to a hotter location would be interesting. Japanese, probably the least likely. I don't think we're going to go to Japan or Kratos. I don't think his moveset, or Atreus' moveset, like, blend well with Japanese folklore. But maybe we might do that. I didn't put Chinese folklore on here too, but I think Journey to the West style might also happen, but I kind of doubt it. Hawaiian, like a Moana style, could be fun. We'll see. Mayan, again, they might do that. The thing is, outside of Egypt, I don't really see them touching into lesser known mythologies, because Norse is a pretty well known one. There's a lot to take from there that's very interesting as well. And same with Egypt. I think there's a lot you can take from with that. I think if they were to do more than, if they were to do any of the others here, it would be a combination of one or two. I saw a good theory online that people think we might be getting two different different universes fighting each other, and Kratos has to break it up. That could be fun. And then, like, something that I quite liked the look of, Roman. Following Greek mythology, Roman mythology adds upon it and kind of changes it, contextually anyway. I think Kratos returning to Greece, rebuilding it, and dealing with the Roman variants of the gods would be kind of interesting. We'll see. I don't know what they're going to do. They might abandon Kratos altogether. We might have an Atreus game instead. I don't know what the future holds. I hope we don't get an Atreus game, because I don't think that would work, and I don't think many people will get it, unfortunately. But, that's it, chat. I can't wait to see what they do next. Apparently there's a spin-off coming out this year. I might play that if I get a chance to. But, turn the music off now. Got nothing else to add, really. I think we're done. Done everything I wanted to do in this game. Saw what I wanted, done what I wanted. It's a shame I can't use my spear here, because I wanted to make Fenrir's face stupid. But yeah. Next time, chat, we'll be playing Persona 5 War Rose and putting God of War on the shelf for the time being. See you later, buddy.